One of the big challenges of maintenance therapy is trying to understand which patient should get it and which patient shouldn't. I think the data that we've seen is very compelling that continuation of therapy leads to longer overall survivals for patients, and as such, I really try to do maintenance therapy for all my patients. But there's the concept that we academically think of as maintenance therapy, and then they're sitting in the room with the patient. And when the patient tells you about the side effects of their treatment, we have to listen to that, and we have to be ready and willing to make changes based upon that. For my patients who are beginning to get more and more side effects from treatment, I'm ready, willing, and able to stop that therapy at any point. And the rationale for stopping therapy is that we have a long road ahead of us, hopefully, when we treat this cancer. And if we can reduce the side effects at any given time, then we should. But once we stop, we need to be relatively clear that this cancer is going to grow again, and it's going to grow again relatively soon. This lung cancer is not a disease where we commonly see periods of over a year without therapy. In general, the cancer will grow relatively quickly. So when I decide to stop therapy, we have a clear plan of repeats imaging new CAT scans relatively frequently with the goal of identifying growing cancer soon, so we have an opportunity, so that cancer doesn't get out of control. We have an opportunity to restart therapy. And the duration of that time off therapy is what helps me pick my next treatment.